Namaste, Mera, dosto, Mera, naam, Kari, hey, and welcome back to my channel, KariLeighC. I have been getting a lot of questions from you guys on social media, so today I thought I would film a get to know me video. I'm gonna answer a lot of the questions you guys have posted, but not all of them. Some things will be saved for separate videos, and then I'm gonna pepper in a couple questions that I found online through the Get to Know Me tag, just for fun, and answer those. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I've got my computer in front of me, which I don't think you guys can see. I'm gonna start with the list that I got online, just to give you a little more navigated background. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's start with my full name. So you guys know me as KariLeighC on my YouTube channel, although I think because it's all mushed into one name that people get confused and think I'm Carly or Carol. So it is Kari, not Curry, LeighC. And my middle name is Lee, and my last name is Crawford. That's what the C stands for in my username. I am 31 years old, but I feel like I'm 18. We're a little late to the YouTube game here, but we're gonna make it count. I grew up in St. Cloud, Florida. For those of you who don't know where that is, think Southern United States. And if you are familiar with the states, then in Florida, the closest, most well-known area would probably be Orlando, which is where Disney is. I live in Chicago, Illinois now. I moved here from Georgia not that long ago. Georgia's actually where I met DJ and had the most growth in my career outside of the YouTube world. Let's talk about favorite food and drink. I'm gonna do an Indian version and a non-Indian version. So if we do the Indian version first, I would say my favorite drink, I have like 3 different kinds of drinks that I like. So let's do one cold, like soda is gonna be Thumbs Up. I love, because I'm a huge Coca-Cola fan. So Thumbs Up. If we're doing something like dessert drink, we're gonna go mango lassi. And if we're doing like coffee tea, we're gonna go masala chai. I'm not sure which would win out of the 3 of those, honestly. I think that I probably would pick Thumbs Up. I love all 3 and I could drink them every day, don't get me wrong. But I think because the Thumbs Up is cold and it's not too sweet and heavy like lassi, that I would pick Thumbs Up. If we're talking about like snacks and appetizers, I'm definitely gonna go samosa. I'm obsessed with samosas, and I would pick samosas because samosas, I don't know, they're just so, it's like comfort food. They're really snacky. You can get them in all different kinds of sizes. I saw that they do cocktail samosas in the freezer section, which are like a miniature version of a samosa. And we're actually gonna be having those at our American wedding in the like cocktail reception time frame. So love a samosa. If we're talking like veg food, then I would probably pick pav bhaji. I love that. It's one of the first things that I tried with DJ that I hadn't tried before, and I am obsessed with it. I will actually be making a pav bhaji recipe this week from one of my lovely followers on Instagram, who was so kind to type up the recipe and email it to me. So I will share his Instagram down below. You guys should go follow him. He has a great page and not nearly enough followers for the content he puts out. I will also probably be filming that, so stay tuned and hit those notification bells so you can see when that video premieres. If we're moving on to non-veg food, which is what I am most used to eating, I did not grow up vegetarian, and DJ and I are definitely not vegetarian. Nothing wrong with that. we just like our meat. So we I think our first date to an Indian restaurant, we went to a place called Tabla in Atlanta. It's a great restaurant. I love their food. And I was actually almost a manager there right before I met DJ, but I had turned the position down because I found something else I liked more. We had goat curry, and that has to be my favorite non-veg food. And if we're gonna go on to like desserts, because I have a huge sweet tooth, I love eating dessert and sweet foods, then I have to say jalebi. So I had a follower on Instagram actually ask me, I posted this on there, like the foods that I liked that were from India. And I said that I liked jalebi, and that something about it reminds me of this dessert in the US called funnel cake, which is much bigger, and they're really totally different desserts. The only thing that's the same is it's like fried flour. I think it's the smell when you're frying it that smells similar, and that's why it reminds me of that, but they're nothing alike. Anyway, moving on. I really like jalebi. I'd say that's my favorite Indian dessert. All right. I've thought about this before, so I really knew the answers to the Indian ones, but I'm interested to see myself respond to the non-Indian favorite foods, because I haven't really sat down and thought about this at all. So if we're gonna talk drinks, I do know that it's gonna be Coca-Cola. I hardly ever drink this anymore because it's so bad for you, but I love it. And I don't even know how I got so obsessed with it, but I am obsessed with Coke. If I could drink it all day, every day, I need an IV because I could do it. I love it. So definitely Coca-Cola for drink. Let's see, if we're doing like snacks, appetizer, starter kind of thing, oh gosh, it's so hard, especially on the spot, to think of what it would be. DJ would say that my favorite food is like a potato. I love anything potato. So I'm trying to think of like potato chips, fries. Never mind. I realized it's definitely fries. Fries are my favorite snack food. I'm obsessed. Just in ketchup, I'm pretty basic. If we're talking vegetarian food, oh, this is hard because I didn't grow up eating vegetarian food per se, so if we're thinking of vegetarian food, what would it be? You know what? I actually really like falafel, and I'm not doing like an American version, so I feel like I can say that. We're gonna go falafel. If we're going non-veg, my favorite, I don't know, I really like lobster, guys. And I was gonna stick with that, but oysters. I love oysters. I don't eat them nearly enough. I love them. If you haven't had them, try them and let me know what you think. My best friend Ellie absolutely despises them, and I've tried to get her to eat them so many times, but she hates the texture. It's like you either like it or you don't. I love oysters. That's gonna be my favorite non-veg food. And dessert-wise, oh, this is hard because I told you guys I really like sweets. I have a huge sweet tooth. I would have said that it was Oreos, the packaged Oreo cookies, because I do really like those. But now, I think it's a brownie, like a fudgy brownie, not the cakey brownies. I like the fudgy brownies. I'm gonna go with that. I'm pretty happy with that answer. All right, we've spent so much time on food, and there's so much more to know about me, I swear. So let's move on to the next thing. Favorite color. My favorite color when I was younger was blue, but my mom's favorite color was orange. And as I've gotten older, I've come to the conclusion that there are a lot of things that I love about my mom, like everything, that I didn't appreciate when I was younger, but now I do. And I second her opinion on orange being the best color because it's so bright and cheery, and I just love it. I like when the sunset does the orange color. I got our neon sign, the Wraths, in the orange color. And I have orange pillows. I love orange. I'd have it all over the house, but it'd get a little crazy. So, favorite number. I don't even know why people have favorite numbers, but I think somebody asked me when I was like 5, and I just decided that 4 was my favorite number. It's even. You can do in pairs. I don't really know the reasoning. I'm just making stuff up as I go, but 4 is my favorite number. Favorite animal. I've had so many favorite animals over the years. Growing up, I had like one every few years, but my family would buy me so many like stuffed animals and figurines that I would eventually stop liking an animal. And then I would move on to something else. So over the years, it's been like panda, giraffe. I'm sure there were other things, but those are the ones that really stand out to me. And I still love those animals, by the way. Now I think it's elephant. I do have a very little obsession with Ganesh, so we're gonna go with elephant. Hathi. I think I'm saying that right. And then I always have to mention my babies, and you guys have said that you really like seeing our dogs in the videos. So I've got Bella who's napping here, and I'm gonna wake her up to say hi. She's so unenthused. But this is Bella. Dexter's taking a nap, and you guys see him in most videos anyway. He's pretty vocal and shows up often, but Bella doesn't get much spotlight, so we're gonna say hi today. She can go back to napping. Favorite holiday? I'll do an Indian version and a non-Indian version. So, Indian version, I haven't celebrated all the holidays yet. We just haven't gotten around to it. And, you know, with the pandemic and everything, we haven't spent any time with our family in India. So, I think we're kind of waiting to celebrate big and in style with them. But for right now, I'm going to go with Diwali, which is probably pretty basic of me, but I really just like all the lights. Aside from the general meaning and everything, I'm just talking about the lights. That's what I like about the holiday. In addition to other things, but that's why I'm picking that. Favorite non-Indian holiday? Oh, so I have DJ is gonna get on to me. Again, I have several favorites, so I'm gonna tell you why for each one. I love Halloween because I love all the mystical stuff, and I like dressing up. It's fun. So I really like Halloween. It's not my favorite. It used to be. It's still up there, but I think I'd pick between Thanksgiving and Christmas just because I have so many fond memories with my family for those holidays. And then I lean towards Christmas because, again, all the very pretty lights. I like the lights, guys, if you're not noticing. All right, moving on. Hobbies. All right, so obviously you guys know my dogs are a large hobby of mine. I like spending a lot of time with them, snuggling, playing. Dexter is side-eyeing me right now, like playing. You play with me? He could play 24/7. And then I really like learning languages. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to learn Hindi and Odia simultaneously, which is tough, but I'm digging it. And I like it a lot doing the two languages at the same time because Hindi and Odia are very similar. So it's kind of easier for me to memorize two things at once because they are so similar. I'm really into art as well. And when we did our home tour, go check out that video. When I walk around, I show you some of the paintings I've done myself. I'm self-taught, so I'm by no means professional or anything, but I really, really enjoy it. I have a lot of fun. I haven't painted anything since we've lived here yet, actually, because, well, we're in a one-bedroom apartment, and I used to have a second bedroom when I lived by myself, and I could shut the dogs out and make a mess because that's all I had in there. It was a very empty room except for my art stuff. So now I don't really have a space. I could do it outside on our balcony, and I've thought about it, but it's very windy. I feel like all my stuff's gonna blow away. And aside from that, I'm really into reading as well. I had a lot of books, but when we moved in together, I got rid of a lot of stuff because I'm not like a hoarder or anything, but I find sentimental value, and then I have a really hard time getting rid of things. But at the same time, like, I'll be cleaning the house and I'm like, I'm getting rid of 20 things today because I can't take it anymore. So anyway, side rant. I love reading, and I think, in the last couple of years, I've probably read like at least over 100 books. I've read a lot of books in my lifetime, way more than 100, but in the last couple of years, I've probably read 100 books. I love reading. Just recently, I've been so busy, I haven't picked up a book. Moving on, favorite YouTubers. So I've seen a couple other channels, shout out the channels that they really like, and I thought I'd do that today. I think it's nice. So I'm going to kind of like in different categories, and I'll put these down in the description below so you guys can go check out their channels. So larger accounts, I have 3 that we really like, and they're all very kind of different. So one is called Kelly Stamps. This girl is so funny. She does really good videos for like how to start a YouTube channel and what she does and how she does it. But she's also really strange, like in a good way. She's just super funny. You have to go look at her channel. Another one that we look at a lot is Chase for Adventure. They're a travel couple channel, and they're super cute. I think either they just had a baby, they're about to have a baby, and we actually just stumbled upon them, but we really love their channel. They seem like such genuine people, and I think they just hit 100,000 too, so congrats, guys. They give us a lot of travel inspiration for when we finally do start traveling. And then the third large account I wanted to talk about is Catherine Manning. If you are starting a YouTube channel, she has great content that kind of breaks down a lot of the different aspects of doing so. So she's really cool to watch, and she's been very helpful to us in starting our channel and how to do just about everything. Smaller accounts that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to start with my dad actually has a YouTube channel. He is 1895 Gunner. So my dad is an avid hunter, and he does a lot of like, what do you call it? Target shooting and stuff. He goes to the gun range, and he's just a collector, and he has a lot of fun with his guns. And he actually taught me how to shoot. Maybe I'll tag one of those videos. It's on his channel. So actually I won't tag it. You have to go to his channel, watch all his videos, and then you will see both me and my brother shooting guns with my dad. It's a lot of fun. And the best thing I think about YouTube has been all the people that we've met through this. We actually met a couple that lives here in Chicago, and we've become great friends with them. And a couple other couples who, we've talked about meeting up and hanging out. We love to get to know you guys, and we are really looking to make real friendships through this. So don't be afraid to drop a comment or send me a message on Instagram and just say hello. Or if you live in this area, let us know. Maybe we'll meet up and get a drink or have brunch or something. That's probably been one of the best things about being on social media like this. And then I'm probably saying this wrong, and I feel really bad, and DJ's definitely told me how to pronounce this, so I'm gonna try. Her channel is called I Am Naidu. I think that's right. It's better than what I used to say, so her channel's really cute. She's also married to somebody from India. If you're sensing a trend here, it's definitely happening. I've met a lot of similar couples, and again, that's what I really love about having started this YouTube channel, is meeting people from all over the place that make the world feel so small, because there are so many people similar to you, and you just have no idea until you really start searching for it. She has a very cute channel too. I met her through this journey, and they're just a really sweet couple. Go check out their YouTube. If we're talking about channels that have India-specific content, then a lot of these are large channels, or, you know, much larger than ours anyway, and I love watching them. So we watch, obviously, when you're talking about India content from somebody who's not from India, you've got to look to KariLeighC. He has great content. He gives such great insight to the culture from an outsider's perspective, and his wife is beautiful. And I think, I don't know if she has her own channel, I haven't looked, but I know she has her own Instagram, and she posts great stuff too. So KariLeighC, you guys have probably heard of. Go look at his stuff. Odia PK, great channel. They post a lot of really cool content from different people. We're a big fan of watching their stuff, and they, you know, I like it because it gives me insight to people from Odisha, which, you know, there's like a little bit of a learning curve. It's each state has its own stuff, so I like watching anything that pertains to Odisha because that's where DJ's from, that's where we're gonna get married, and yeah, go check out their channel. Then there's also, I'm not gonna say her name right, her last name right, Leslie Tripathi, that might be right, I don't know. I love her, she's such a sweet girl. She doesn't have a ton of stuff on YouTube per se, but her Instagram account is great. She posts often, she has great content. If you're from Odisha, then you probably, I would say definitely recognize that name. If you're not, I think she lives in Mumbai now, but she's a great person. Go check out her stuff. She has a pretty big following, I think. And then one more is London Kiloli. I love this girl. I have not talked to her, but I love her page. She has great content from somebody who's not from India, you know, just outsider perspective. And she's done a lot of traveling. She does the food. She's really well spoken in Hindi, and I love watching her content. So go check her out if you don't already. And then drop me some comments below on who are your favorite YouTubers to watch? Why do you like their channels? And if you feel like it, give me some channels to scout that are similar to mine that maybe I can pick up some ideas from. I would love to get you guys' feedback and see what you like to watch.